Coming up on today's episode. Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm here with you at the bench once more. I'm playing around with one of the newer Bluetooth modules that I got. Now this is the one that supposedly has a 25 watt per channel amplifier built in. I'm gonna like I said, I've told you before, Bob said that he didn't think it was because there's no heatsink on it, and I agreed with him. So, you know, but again, I thought, well, we'll give it a listen, you know. Right now I've got the TF card in there, and I've got it on pause, as you can see. I think I just got to hit scan again. I'm not totally sure. I like this because it's got 4 buttons on it like that, and it's you know, it's a little bit different than the other ones that only have 2, and you just got to kind of play around with it to figure out what it's got to do. But I think if we hit the scan, it should start. So that does that, and now volume, I believe, will make a new track appear, I think. There you go. It's got some good sound to it. Now to get the volume up and down, you hold it up and down.
245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip.
That's all the way up. It's got pretty good volume.
The big jump. Big jump. Big jump.
So, you know, I'm saying it may not be 25 watts, but it's got good output to it.
Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just...
This is a 32 gig, I should say, card in the TF drive. I wanted to make sure it worked with that. It's got a good sound to it, I mean, you know, for what it is. So, like I said, that's sometimes I have to sit there and listen to some of the good ones. Let me put it over on Bluetooth mode and see what we get there. It should be paired, which it is. Now, it's not near as loud. Of course, you know, I have to crank up the volume on the phone, probably. See if this works here to actually switch tracks. Well, I guess it does. I like the way the Bluetooth works. That's just kind of neat. Because you don't have to actually go to the phone to do it. No, pause doesn't work. No, it does. Just had to push it a little harder, I guess. Anyway, that seems to be working pretty darn good, and I'm very happy with that. I don't know. I have this on the power supply set on 9 volts. I believe it works from 7 to 12, something like that. And maybe that would increase the power if I increase the voltage. I don't know. But again, it's not really doing too bad as it is. So I think we're going to leave it alone like that. Let me, I've got 2 of these. They're not the same one, obviously, but I bought 2 at the same time. I think I told you about that as well. And let me hook up the other one now and see if it's about the same or what. So hang on a second. Oh, let me do one more test. This one's got FM. On this one, I think the other one does too, but it's kind of hard to get to. Now I don't have the antenna hooked up, but it is right there on the corner. So I think I can hook up a clip lead to that. Maybe not. Who knows? We can try it. Just see. That might be enough to give it some antenna. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I see, you got to scan. There it goes. Oh, FM works. I think it goes through and finds all the stations.
Kind of diplomacy. In a spiritual sense, God sends people to churches. Fine, you enjoy sleeping through it. Clouds crowd in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary calm. Which is a pretty healthy punch list from the point of view of the U.S. It is, and I called her.
Hi, this is Katie Nicole, and you're listening to Bridge FM.
Well, like I said, probably needs a better antenna, obviously. But it does work. Kind of happy about that. That's kind of neat. But now, like I said, let me go ahead and hook up this other one and see what it does, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, this is the other one. I do have the SD card in, and it is paired to Bluetooth at the moment. Let's see if I can get that back up on the screen. Play a little something here. I think that paused it. Yeah, I'm not sure how you change them. Oh, here it is.
Good morning.
Now, volume plus. This is plus here.
I saw her sitting in the rain.
Alright, well that seems to work alright for that. Let's see if we can get the other mode going here.
FM mode.
Yeah, we don't have an antenna for that.
Line in mode.
Line in is the what he called here, but I don't have anything connected to that. Now I'm afraid it's going to be loud when this TF kicks in, or SD card actually.
Bluetooth mode.
Oh, it skipped over the blue. It skipped over that.
Connected.
Huh? That's weird.
Bluetooth mode. Connected.
See if I can't get that in there. It's not recognizing the card.
Bluetooth mode. Connected. FM mode. Line in mode. Bluetooth mode.
See, it's not
Connected.
recognizing the card. So I was afraid of that. Some of these say 32 gigabyte cards, but they don't work with the newer ones. And that seems to be what this is a newer one. But the other one does work with it, and that makes it good for me, because I doubt that I would have used this over that. Anyway, that's good. Like I say, glad to hear that is working. Let's go ahead and start up the, see if I can do that. Or did I get to the, yeah, I am Bluetooth mode. Oh, I gotta get this back on.
If you want the old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train, and there to meet me is my mama and papa. Down the road how can I?
Alright, well, that's a good look at that one. Like I said, the other one's a better one. I mean, it's obviously works with the, if you turn it over this way, works better with the, I don't usually try the USBs because I don't really do much with USB keys as far as music's concerned. They always work. I mean, you know, so. But we know this one works with this card in here, and like I said, the Bluetooth works on this one fine as well. And this actually has a display for FM as well, so I'm gonna say this one would work. This one would probably work with the card I have out in the car because it's the older one. The card or the reader in the card or the head unit out there doesn't work with the newer FM or 32 gigabyte cards, and so because I have tried this card in there and it doesn't work, but the old one does. So, and that's what's in there now, and it works fine. So I don't care about whether it works with old or new. I mean, I can always find an old card somewhere. But anyway, that's pretty good. I like that. So like I said, I think these were about the same price. So obviously that other one is the better value if it works with a wider range of cards. So but anyway, I thought we'd take a look at this real quick. I had just got done working on the Ranger FM. Anyway, like I said, that's about going to do me. I just wanted to basically test these two units and make sure they work and how well they work and what they work with and all that good stuff. So I have done so now, and no. You might be questioning why I'm not testing the remotes on these. The remotes don't come with batteries, number one. I have a remote around here somewhere with a battery in it, and I could probably swap them around and do that. And I think they're all the same. I don't think that anyone works with any certain MP3 player or whatever. I think they all work with each other. So if I can find one, I might try that and see. But for right now, that's a good enough look at what we're doing here. And so, good day again, YouTube. Here with you at the bench once more. One of the things that I didn't do yesterday that I meant to do, but I check out this card, this 32 gig card. Now this is the card I'm talking about. Well, you can see that, but it's 32 gig, and it's the newer design, the Ultra, SanDisk Ultra, and some of these don't always work with as we just saw with this silver Bluetooth module. It doesn't work, and I found that to be true in the car, as I mentioned. So, but I want to make sure that one of the things I wanted to do was make sure this does work with this. This is the one we're using in the Buick, and if it doesn't work in there, then we'll have to find a different one, because that was one of my most important things that I wanted to happen, was this to be able to play at least 32 gig cards in the Buick. So not that I want to be using that a lot as far as things like that. But let me get this set up, and then we'll do a test on that and see. I think we can just well, I don't know for sure. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to be able to do this, but because this doesn't have actual speaker outputs, I don't know how much it's going to be able to perform. So let me get this all set up, then I'll bring you back and we'll check it out. Alright, we are back on the bench again at the with the testing going on still. I have my little LM386 amplifier hooked up over here on the side, as you can see right here. And it is hooked up to the Ranger MP3 module, or Bluetooth module, whatever you want to call that, to test it with this 32 gigabyte card that is the newer style or newer format, newer whatever protocol, whatever it is, and wanted to make sure it's working. It appears to be working. It's flashing, so let's see if we can get some sound out of it. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna use it. You must be a special lady. What are you singing first? No, Harry, I was singing second. One of the things I don't like about these little modules here is you can't play random songs, and that's one of the things I like in the car. Of course, the car's got a head unit in it, and it's totally designed for that. But this is just a reader, card reader player. It does everything like that, but it just plays one song after the other. It doesn't have a random function that I know of, and I wish it did. Alright, well that's a good enough test. I just wanted to test it real quick to find out it was working with the card, and it is. So that is a good thing. And like I said, also found out, and I know I don't have that footage on here, but I did test the output with the speakers, the bench speakers, and I get nothing out of it. So apparently this is line level. And again, I think it's a little hot. As you can hear, I can just barely turn this up. But anyway, I think it's just a hot output as far as the Ranger is concerned. But again, the Bluetooth is not as loud, so that's neither here nor there. But so anyway, it's going to be fine. And like I said, it should work just fine for what I want. So there you go. For right now, that's a good enough look at what we're doing here. And again, I want to thank you guys for watching. Appreciate that. And you all have a great day. And we will see ya.